Hey, it's Chris and Ellen.
And our mission?
Solve for life.
And today, we're in Paris.
The city of love.
For a few hours.
Hey, we got a heck of a story to tell you guys, but we gotta board this plane. So, here's the voiceover.
Since Chris and I had been traveling the US working remotely, I hadn't been in my expensive LA apartment for a while. So I moved my stuff into storage until travel slowed down.
Right after returning to LA, we were offered a house-sitting gig in France for a month. The catch? We had to leave in 2 weeks.
In fact, as we were putting the last thing into storage, the Uber pulled up to take us to the airport. We barely made it in time to catch our flight.
So security is entirely empty.
Well, there's people down here at the end.
Dang it. Turns out, travel never slowed down. And that's the story of how we accidentally became digital nomads.
So I'm downloading the Paris offline map right now so we can kind of see where we are location-wise. But then I also looked like directions when we come in from Charles de Gaulle because we'd have to take this really long area into the city. So I'm gonna just take a screen cap of this. And then boom, we have our directions and we know how to get to the station that we need to get to from the airport into the city. If you're wondering how I learned these things, it's because this is actually our third trip to Europe.
Our first trip was in 2016, and we'll probably do an origin story of that later, but that trip is really what sparked it all. Hey, Ellen.
Hey.
Where are we?
Paris.
All other passports lane, non-US centric.
Just the way I like it.
Passports checked.
Just said my first French word of the day.
What was that?
Merci. You don't need to be fluent in French when visiting, but speaking a little goes a long way. And those ticket machines, don't worry, you can switch them to English.
Finding out how to get on the train station.
Figure out how this works.
Then purchase your tickets according to your Google Maps directions. We had to take an RER train, or an RER, and then connect to 2 different metros to get to where we were going. It seems complicated, but really you just follow the instructions and you'll get your tickets and be just fine.
Cover your tickets.
Airport to
recovered them?
Paris. I've recovered them.
Okay, so now we're on this train for 29 minutes, right?
Yes.
This is a great angle.
Perfect.
In the meantime,
I'm looking at Paris. Sorry, I don't speak French.
from the time we planned to go to France and the time we actually turned up in France, sitting on a metro in a snow-covered landscape, it was so short, it was hard to believe we were there.
I can't believe we're here because it happened so fast.
Get second tickets to Magenta Line to go to Saint-Lazare.
Yeah, that's the next train station. On this trip in February 2018, we were only in Paris for a few hours, but we couldn't resist a stop at our favorite Parisian landmark.
So, when you think of the words Notre Dame, you normally think of this building. But there's actually many Notre Dames. Notre Dame only means Our Lady. So this is Our Lady of Paris, and there's Our Lady of Carentan, Our Lady of Saint-Va, Our Lady of the Ocean. So many Notre Dames, but only one, Notre Dame de Paris. If you like the smell of old books and fresh coffee, then Shakespeare & Company is absolutely for you. This location was built in 1951, and the original was built in 1919, but that was frequented by Ernest Hemingway and his other expatriate friends, a bunch of authors, American authors and such. So, grab a coffee, soak up the literary history around here, and enjoy the beautiful view of the Notre Dame.
Piece of heaven. It's our first crepe.
First crepe.
How is it?
I haven't had it yet. Hot but delicious.
Does it taste great?
Tastes crepe. First taste of crepe.
It's like a chocolate pancake.
It's really good.
Here's crepe.
So we're in Paris and it's snowing. Look at this. What's behind us here?
The train station.
Yeah.
It's doing construction. We didn't recognize it.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
Crazy dandruff.
Stop it. It's great. I don't know very much about it, but I do know that Monet painted this train station at Saint-Lazare a lot. And his paintings are beautiful. It's about the Industrial Revolution. With my friend Hallie, we were wandering around like starving basically, and we saw this restaurant called Paul, and we're like, oh, Paul, sure, let's go to our friend Paul. And now we figured out it's a chain in France, but now every time we see it, we're like, look, it's our friend Paul. He gives us food and it's delicious.
Made it.
It's another travel day.
Orpheus has got a serious job down in the next door village.
It's like Star Wars. Making our way to the train station in a pink tourist backpack. Don't speak French. Was already asked several times something that I don't know what they're saying. What is it?
Croque Monsieur.
French love their bread.
First time seeing the Eiffel Tower. Jinx.
Hello.
How was your trip in Paris so far?
Fine. Cold.
What did you eat for lunch?
I ate a sandwich I can't pronounce the name of. Prosciutto and cheese.
What else did you have today?
Salmon and mashed potatoes and a chocolate grape.
Chocolate grape?
Chocolate grape.
How did it taste?
What about teat?
Think that's a good church?
I think that's a good church.
I'm in the video.
You're in the video. That's the Louvre.
Like it?
I like it.
No, you Louvre it.
Louvre, 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 Louvre.
We're in the Louvre.
I know.
Do you like it?
Yes.
Or
I love it.
let's do this. It's smaller than I thought it would be.
Mona Lisa.
Getting off the subway, and Alan points out, honey, Dream Theater. This is our meal.
Look at this beautiful macaron.
flower shops.
A girl in Paris.
You gotta get some yourself too, honey. We're at the Musée d'Orsay.
It's electric and it's super tiny. Wait,
Oh, my hair's all crazy.
we are directly under the Eiffel Tower. It's sparkling.
It's beautiful.
I found you. Close your eyes. Open your eyes.
Baby, it's beautiful.
I thought you'd like it.
It smells amazing.